Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Let's Go Sportsball podcast. I am Ron, joined by my co-host Owen. And let me tell you,
Misery.
it's misery for both of us.
Because
Unfortunately,
both of our football teams just lost. Browns lost to the
Lions.
and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost to the Eagles because I hate my life. It's okay.
She's over here laughing.
We still own them. It's fine. So a lot of big stuff going on, especially in the realm of the baseball.
That's where we're starting off today. One of the first things I have to cover is my favorite team, the Cleveland Indians. Scott, I don't care. I still call them the Indians. But the Cleveland Indians came back. They were down 15 and a half games back about a few months ago or so. They were down 15 and a half games. They have come back and they are currently tied right now in the AL Central. They have the tiebreaker over Detroit. But to come back and actually take number one or get tied for first, that has not been done in the history of baseball for like years. If it has happened, I can't remember if it has or not. And also last night, one of my favorite things, Cleveland rocks. Cleveland did clinch the playoffs last night thanks to a walk-off, get this, hit by pitch. And, yes.
For some reason I thought you. Okay.
I did not say what you thought I said.
The pitcher threw and it hit the batter and he got so mad. I thought he was about to pull a George. I thought he was going to do a George Pickens crash out, but we were saved.
In the meantime, as well, the Trastros.
There you go.
Have been eliminated from the playoffs first time since 2016. I will take that.
Yeah, if only I could celebrate with you, but unfortunately my Rays did in fact get eliminated. I think. I'll take that because I've been crapping on you for too long.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, what an incredible year for the Guardians. Actually, you know what? We should. I don't know why you keep calling them the Indians because they're not the Indians. They're the Windians.
Let's go.
But yeah, I mean, what an incredible season for them. I mean, just an all-around comeback just to lose in the first round. I'm kidding. I think they could go on a run.
We have to see.
Even without, they're doing this without Clase. That's the crazy thing.
I know.
That's the crazy thing. So,
but as the playoff
big news, Scott. Hope you're breaking out the fine china for this one. I already said last week. Oh, the Browns won a game. He's breaking out the fine china. No, breaking out the finer china. So damn good.
So currently, right now, as it would stand, with Cleveland being tied in the AL Central, I think they would still clinch it. They would not get the number one overall seed in the American League that is currently going to Toronto, and Seattle technically has the second overall seed. So it would be a rematch in the wild card with Detroit and Cleveland. So that's how it would go right now as it stands. If Cleveland does win, I think they'd still be in the same place. They still clinch the third overall seed in the AL Central, or in the AL. But
it's gonna be a great World Series, and I'm praying to the good Lord above that we do not get the Dodgers or the Yankees in it, because sweet Jesus, I cannot handle these bums anymore.
Well, Dodgers currently sit third in the National League, and they have to face Cincinnati.
Well, I'm setting myself on fire. That's my response. Because why even watch if my Rays aren't in it? Although there is good news about them, but we will get to that later. So outside of the Rays, there have been a lot of other eliminations, including but not limited to the Atlanta Braves. Their season, I feel like I talked about this already, but yeah, their season was just a disaster through and through. So, whatever. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn about them Braves.
But the Braves did acquire pitcher Charlie Morton, so a little too late to try and acquire him.
Yeah, you should have done that earlier.
Golly, but oh well. Another scenario that has happened, the Seattle Mariners have clinched the playoff berth.
The Mariners, man, they've been incredible.
It's crazy. Well, it's the
They're doing it for Ichiro and Randy Johnson.
I was gonna say they for what they have done. I mean, it's crazy, but to see them in there, I don't know. Currently, they hold, I believe it's the number 2 seed. Yes, they hold the number 2 seed in the AL. So
yeah, I mean, this honestly, it'd be crazy. I would love to see a Mariners Guardians World Series. That would be crazy.
Technically, that can't happen.
Well, screw you. It would happen because I say so.
I wish
I know
it wouldn't happen.
I know it wouldn't happen, but it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Another team that clinched are the Boston Red Sox. Sox. I'm honestly shocked that they made it this far. I'm very shocked that they made it this far. Looking at how they started early on, it was pretty messy, and they've made it here. I doubt they're gonna make it far, but great comeback.
They got the Yankees first,
so they're cooked.
I wouldn't say that.
They are flambéed.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because you never know what could happen.
I love the playoffs.
Boston has been really good this latter half of the season.
Yeah, because New York made it in too, so that
barely.
But something that shocked me, honestly, is the Milwaukee Brewers clinched the number 1 overall seed in the postseason. The Brewers?
The Brewers clinched the number 1 overall seed and the number 1 overall seed in the National League.
That is insane. Again, the Brewers. How? I understand that they're probably gonna blow it because it's the freaking Brewers, but we'll have to see, folks. We'll have to see.
They've got the best overall record amongst any team. They are 96 and 65. I wouldn't be surprised if they're one of the favorites to go on to the World Series, if not win the World Series.
But it is the Brewers. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have this mentality with the Washington Capitals in that yes, they can have a great regular season, but they tend to be pretty bad in the post. So I don't trust them. I'm sorry if there are any Brewers fans watching. I'm not trying to crap on your team. I just don't trust them to get the job done. But I'm willing to give them a shot and Sportsball. Because if Wayne Gretzky gets enough double-doubles, the Super Bowl will be theirs. I didn't do one last episode, so Sportsball.
We're not doing double today.
Yes, we are. You can't stop me. You want to know why? Because we live in America. It's free speech.
Okay.
And I can say silly things if I need to.
Moving on, as we have seen the automatic ball strike system, challenge system this season in the AAA, and we saw it a little bit in the All-Star game. They have now approved it to be implemented into the 2026 season. That is starting out now. Each team will get 2 challenges and keep them. If they're successful, challenges can only be initiated by the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter. And the way they can request that is if they tap their hat or helmet, whatever they have. That's the only way.
Like that?
Yes. That's why I was doing this.
Yeah.
So
how we did it at the same time.
That's the only way they can challenge it. I have seen this. I went to a AAA game. I've seen this in action. I still don't like it. I have to go back and agree with Scott on this, saying that they have put it too far back. They put it to basically where the middle of the plate is instead of the front of the plate where it needs to be. I do not like this system because I think that if you put it on the front, it may work. But where you've got it halfway back, it's not going to work. So whatever is like a breaking ball, say a slider. Right-handed pitcher throws a slider. It may be a ball going in, but as soon as it gets to halfway down the plate, it may be a strike, and they recall it, and they overturn the call. That is something that I do not like. But if they are implementing it into next season, oh well, it happens. So we'll see. Hopefully, it works out very well. Another one, the Toronto Blue Jays. I've got a few more here going. So, Toronto Blue Jays have announced that they have signed an 18-year-old right-handed pitcher.
Wow.
Seojeon Moon, I think is how you say his name, from South Korea. I do not have how much it
An
is.
Asian player not going to the Dodgers? I didn't know that was possible.
That's what
I did
I'm
not know that was
shocked.
possible.
I'm shocked too. But
That's really cool. I mean, he's 18. Damn,
He's
dude. When I was
18 years
when I
old.
was 18, I was trying to remember where I put my controller so I could play Last of Us.
but hopefully that works out for.
What incredible!
I'd
That's
say
incredible.
it could work out.
Oh yeah, big time. It could. I mean, the Blue Jays are a damn good baseball team, and they just need to keep building that squad so that they can, in fact, get that run in.
Unfortunately, bad news for San Diego. Ramon Laureano is to miss the wild card series due to a finger fracture. So, that's gonna hurt him just a little bit. I'm pretty
The
sure.
Padres just don't have luck. There is no possible luck for the San Diego Padres. They are just wallowing.
Another California team that may be hurting here shortly. Roki Sasaki to be activated. Well, not really. Excuse me.
Don't lie.
I went
to
the
me.
wrong
You
way.
gave me hope.
I read it wrong.
You gave me hope.
Roki Sasaki is to be activated for Kirby Yates. Kirby Yates, their pitcher, will be placed on the injured list. I haven't seen Sasaki play really as much, so hopefully it might help out a little bit more. And we'll see how the Dodgers do, hopefully bad.
But ladies and gentlemen, so earlier I said that there is in fact good news about the Rays, so I'm very happy to announce that the sale is unanimous of the Tampa Bay Rays has officially been approved by the other 29 MLB owners. The final details will be closed within this week, but the Rays they're getting there. So the deal seeks to be about $1.7 billion as Zaluptigi, if that's how you say his name, looks to be purchasing them, and so he's going to be and he's a billionaire Florida developer, so he is hopefully going to, because I believe he said that he wants to keep the Rays in Tampa Bay. Because St. Pete did approve that $1.3 billion ballpark, which the team walked away from. And new ownership will look on both sides of Tampa, closer to where the Bucks and Lightning likely preferred. So, and that's the thing that I've been saying for years.
Yep.
The problem with the Rays isn't that people in Florida don't like baseball. People in Florida love baseball. Look at Miami when they were good. They were selling out constantly. But the Rays are not the problem. It's the fact that we aren't in Tampa. Because the Bucks and Lightning have zero problem getting fans.
I'm gonna scoot away a little bit before you whack me.
Get over here. Because the Bucks and Lightning have no problem getting fans into. They don't have a problem getting butts in seats when they're good. The Rays aren't a bad baseball team. They're mid as all hell, but they're not bad. I mean, even in their World Series runs, they weren't able to sell out the stadium because their arena wasn't in a good place. By the way, fun fact, the Lightning played at Tropicana for a couple years when they first started. I think it was for like a year or two because they were trying to get the stadium built. But yeah, interesting fact. Anyway, but it's not the problem. If they play in Tampa where the Buccaneers and the Lightning are, they're going to get fans. They're going to get those butts in seats because they play in a small field, but they still get but they still got fans there. Rays fans show up when it's not, when you're basically not Sam and Frodo trying to walk to frickin' Mordor just to watch the game.
Little too much.
I want to watch Lord of the Rings.
I can tell. Unfortunate news for the Blue Jays, and this one I am pretty sure about. I double-checked it. Jose Barrios has been placed on the injured list with a right elbow inflammation. In a corresponding move, Paxton Schultz has been recalled from the AAA, so he was sent down. Now he's coming back up.
I see.
So hopefully that will help them out a little bit more during this season, during the remainder of the season. And we are going to have to check this last one, because this is something this is the first time I've heard of this, but I want to make sure we're going to have to
I saw this too.
So we're going to have to double check this. but Rafael Devers, as of this recording, we haven't checked, and he might be able to check me. Rafael Devers is set to be the first player since 2008 to play all 163 games in a season. Now, if you know about Rafael Devers, he was traded from Boston about the middle of the season. He was traded from Boston to San Francisco. San Francisco is
Mid.
surprising.
I mean, they're. I think
Where are
they're kind of in the same.
They're
They're in
out.
the same vein as the Rays.
Yeah,
mid.
they're out of wild card
Wait,
contention.
did the
right
Rays
now.
have a better record than the
80 and 81, 77, 84. But
Life is not good.
it hasn't been good. But Rafael Devers basically has not stopped playing since he was traded and since he first started.
He's really
So
good.
if he is the first player to,
Yeah, it's confirmed.
it is confirmed, he is the first player since 2008 to play 163 games in a season. That is absolutely shocking. I mean, I could not sit there and play 163 games every
I'm
single.
remembering 2000. Okay, I don't remember it exactly.
I was gonna say,
I
don't
was
remember
2 years old, but 2008. It's a hard year for Rays fans. Please don't bring it up.
I don't know that much how the Indians were at that point. But
We lost in 5 to the Phillies in the World
But
Series.
the-
Evan Longoria was robbed because the Reds. I'm kidding. We lost fair and square.
the last
sad.
player to do all 163 games was Justin Morneau. Morneau, I think is how you
Morneau?
say it. And that was back in 2008.
This guy, his name is Justin, and you might, in fact, have heard of him. So, moving on to basketball, there hasn't been too much for them so far, but
Well, there's one big news, big
there's
news.
been a couple things, but I mean, not as much as like
First-
baseball. But let's start. So, Fred Van Vliet has reportedly suffered a torn ACL per Shams, and so
That is possibly-
Rockets are cooked. I'm kidding, they're not cooked. They have good players.
Yeah, we'll see. But season hasn't started. We haven't seen the preseason quite yet, so we don't know how or what or who they have. I basically went through everything. What they're going to do and everything, who they're going to start,
Yeah,
how the team is going to do during that.
I mean Van Vliet's a pretty good player, so I mean,
Yes.
so that could be a bit of a blow to them, but we'll have to see. In other news, the Los Angeles Lakers reportedly declined LeBron James' desire for an extension this offseason. LeBron proceeded to pick up his player option when it became clear they wouldn't extend him. So, yeah. So this, I'm just gonna say it. This season for the Lakers is going to be, as per freaking usual, a lot of drama.
He's going to play bad this season until they extend him.
Yeah, either until they extend him or until they trade him. And there is a team he could go to.
You might have heard of him.
Please,
Why did I sound like Elvis just now?
I was going to say,
Thank
careful.
you very much.
But as much as I didn't like LeBron leaving, I mean, it still would see at least come back for one more season, finish out with a title,
La Bandwagoner.
finish out with a title, come back to the team you originally started. I honestly thought after 2016 he was going to finish, or after the 2 losses in 2017 and 18 to Warriors. I thought it was going to be his last season, but he still decides to continue. I don't know. But at the same time, the Cavs would have to give up a bunch of players.
Yeah,
and
I mean, we
draft
probably have to we probably have to give up some of our better guys just to get them up there. And honestly, as much as it would be cool to get LeBron up there to get
him back
play,
and have
I just don't think it
we
would
got
be worth
there's a
it.
great setup that we have right now. We got a great starting lineup.
Yeah, I mean, we have our big 4 in Mobley, in Garland, in
Mitchell.
Allen, and in Mitchell, and it's good to hold on to those guys, especially because yes, we did lose in the second round, but we are
because we got cheated out of it.
Yeah, but whatever. But they were good. They're a very solid team, and they need to keep building. Keep Strus because Strus is him. Struess is him. I remember watching him when we were in Cleveland, and I was like, this game is amazing. And
Hunter was good too.
Oh, dude. DeAndre Hunter had him a night. Like, I mean, what can I say, man? One game at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and you made a believer out of me.
Somehow.
It wasn't easy, dude. Let's be honest. I barely rooted for the damn Magic because I was like, I mean, they're close to Tampa.
But moving over to the college basketball realm, Bruce Pearl is retiring as the head coach of Auburn. School announced that last Monday. His son Steven is expected to be the head coach for the upcoming season. So Auburn might be cooked.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's
But you never know.
maybe. I mean, it's probably better than like the son of an owner taking over because 9 times out of 10 they don't care about the score line or the red line. They care about the bottom line.
But
We'll have to see.
Also speaking of the Cavaliers, free agent center Thomas Bryant has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers. That one we don't know the specifics of it or anything.
I'm on it.
He played a key reserve role on the Indiana Pacers second half run to the finals, and now enters his.
Are we just gonna do that every single time?
Yeah. Because he keeps choking. But enters his 9th season in the NBA. We both haven't looked into his stats at all or how good he is, but I think it's a great backup for Jared Allen.
So I just looked it up. So according to stats, he averaged 6.5 points and 3.8 rebounds in 14.6 minutes per game. He appeared in 20 playoff games for the Pacers during their finals run last year. And in my opinion, I think this is a good move. I think it's a very solid move because
it's going to help out Allen a lot more when he needs to.
He's a very proven veteran. He can provide some pretty good minutes, and he's good, solid depth behind guys like Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, my boy. I mean, he's a really tough guy. So at the end of the day, this could definitely help out the Cavaliers big time. I'm hoping that this is just the what is it like? This just I'm hoping this is the cherry on top of the sundae because it would be so dope if we won this year.
Please.
It's like year 2 of me rooting for them boys, and then we win because we have to let them know. Bada boom, bam.
I'm not reacting to you, by the way. I'm reacting to the score update that I just got.
What's the score update? I'm beating him in fantasy.
Not that.
You're not getting a Mecca.
Not that one. The Indians are down 5-3.
It's okay. I'm still mad about the Bucks losing, even though I have Eagles on my roster.
Moving on. Well, I've got a couple of other ones before we get to the other big news that we were talking about earlier. First off, it's a reunion for the Heat's number 20 pick in the 2020 NBA draft. Pelicans have, or now free agent technically, center/forward, Precious. Precious Achua.
That was actually not a bad Golden Boy.
Achua. I don't know how to say his name.
This guy named
He's agreed to a 1-year deal with the Miami Heat. So, he did pretty good.
Yeah.
He had very productive stints over in New York and Toronto. However, coming back...
My Gollum voice doesn't suck. It's not that bad.
But also...
I'm focusing on the wrong thing.
Yes,
so
76ers guard is...
Cooked.
They're pretty cooked with their guard position.
I mean, it's the 76ers. Aren't they always cooked? They suck. Is the process working? Is the process working yet?
You never know. He could still play. But I'll let you tell this one since you've got it too.
Wait, is James Harden still with the Sixers, or is he?
I have no clue where he's at now. He's moved around to so many teams.
He's playing sports ball. So, Jared McKinney. It does. So Jared McCann suffered a UCL tear in his right thumb during a workout, and McCann and the team are consulting with specialists on his next steps. So that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all.
When has it ever been good for the Pacers?
That's Pacers? You mean the
76ers.
You mean the 76ers?
However, I did see their throwback unis, and I can't wait for it.
Oh, dude, those are sick. I've seen a lot of the throwback
I grew up.
unis for a lot of sports. Like, hockey had some pretty good ones. Like, did you see San Jose's? Oh, those were beautiful. Those were, like, harkening back to the days of young Patty Marlowe. That was beautiful. Also, like, some of the NFL ones were pretty good, minus the Cardinals one.
The Rivals one, I'm a little skeptic on. We'll cover those a little bit more in the football realm.
I mean, we don't have to because it's not really that big.
Yeah. But opening week next season, for this upcoming season, for NBA. First off, on Thursday, October 21st, I'm not going to say, on NBC and Peacock, it is the Houston Rockets versus Oklahoma City Thunder at 7:30. Then on Tuesday, October 21st. Then at 10 p.m., it is LeBron versus the Warriors again. It is the Warriors versus the Lakers at 10
I've seen this before.
We both have. On Wednesday, October 22nd, on ESPN at 9:30. You'll see the reason why I'm doing the last one first. At 9:30 is the Dallas Mavericks versus the San Antonio Spurs.
You almost said the San Jose Spurs.
Yes, I did. And then at 7 o'clock on ESPN, Wednesday, October 22nd, the New York Knicks
face your Cleveland Cavaliers.
And this is a rematch of the first round. Again, it was a tight one in the first round. Cleveland came out on top.
We did not face them in the first round this year. The Cavs.
Last year.
There you go.
Last year, but it's a rematch again. So, we'll see how it goes.
It's at MSG, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will be one I
still want to go there so bad.
That will be one that I am hopefully going to be able to watch.
Yeah. I can probably
No, I should be able to watch it. I'm good.
Yeah.
But
you have YouTube TV.
I'll let you cover. I'll let you cover the next two.
So on Thursday, October 23rd, it's going to be a rematch of this past NBA Finals at 7:30 Eastern Time. It will be the Oklahoma City Thunder taking on the Indiana Pacers. Yep. Taking on Ambush.
Choke again.
And then it's going to be our thing. Then at 10, it's going to be the Denver Chicken Nuggets facing off against Jimmy Buckets and the Golden State Warriors.
No, it's not Jimmy Buckets. It's Stephen Curry.
I like making the Jimmy Buckets joke because he has haunted this podcast for far too long. We are taking our power back against the Jimmy. And then on Friday, October 24th, the Boston Celtics will face off against the New York Knicks. And then the Timberwolves from Minnesota
There you
will
go.
face off against LeBron James at 10 Eastern Time.
And that one's on Prime.
Yeah. On Amazon.
Well, I think it's going to be a great kickoff to the season. I say kickoff, but
yeah, I was about to say,
great.
You're wearing a football jersey. It's the wrong sport. Wait,
But-
I'm wearing a hockey jersey. What am I talking about?
Sweater.
Same damn thing, Ronald.
But-
so we got the big news too.
Oh,
so,
man.
So Al Horford, I'm stupid, has committed to a multi-year deal with the Golden State Warriors. Kill me now. Kill me now. This is some shenanigans.
At least they got somebody that he's good.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Good player to work off of with Steph and Jimmy.
So he is entering his 19th NBA season, and he's going to be the starting center for the Warriors. And he has played 7 of the last 9 years in Boston, and he won the 2024 title with Boston. So he is. He's going to be a force to reckon with. I've watched him play a little bit over at Boston, and he's done a pretty good job. So I feel kind of bad for Boston fans because that's going to hurt y'all quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to hurt y'all quite a bit. But he has done a very great job. Bad luck to the Warriors. Please. Please. But he's trying to figure out the...
No, I'm checking something. So, moving on to the National Hockey League. There's been quite a bit of stuff, especially since the preseason has officially begun. We're starting to see the prospects coming in, and there's some players starting to look good. Matthew Schaefer is looking like a stud on the back end. I saw him absolutely destroy a breakaway. That man is that boy is quick.
We also saw the official retirement of one of the greatest goalies.
Oh man!
I said one, so you can't argue with me. As much as I'm not a Pittsburgh fan,
you hate the Penguins.
I have so much respect for Marc-Andre Fleury. Thank you for your time in the National Hockey League. You were a great, if not one of the greatest goalies of all time. Goaltenders. Excuse me.
It's the same thing. Don't worry about it.
Goalies of all time. And I hope it goes very well for you in your retirement. Hall of Fame bound you are, bud.
Yes, sir. I mean, what a career for Marc-Andre Fleury. I mean,
Finished
what can you say that hasn't already been said? I mean, he got that. He got to play one more game against your Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yes.
Pretty funny.
They won, and then I think they just
look at
did.
his shirt. Look at that shirt.
Oh, get out of here with that bullcrap.
He's wearing. There's a guy that walked into the pub and he's wearing a Cubs jersey. So as Ron over here currently mauls.
I think they did do a penalty shootout, I think, just for fun at the end of it. But to see him play for one last time, it was great to see him. Thank you, Marc-Andre Fleury, for bringing us like a lot of great moments.
And of course he did, and all the amazing pranks that he played on the boys. I mean, what an incredible player. What a likable guy.
All-Star game taping up the sleeves of the sweaters right inside.
Yeah, and all the stuff that he did to Sidney Crosby is so funny. So, continuing onwards, so some big news. Jamie Benn will miss the beginning of the season due to a collapsed lung and will be reevaluated in late October. That is rough. I hope he gets better from that.
I was gonna say, as much as some people may hate him, because he's just a fighter.
Oh no, not just a fighter. He's a beast. He's a pretty good player.
But it's one of those that you have to look back at it, and it's like you never want to see somebody with a collapsed lung.
Oh, absolutely not.
So,
absolutely not. That is.
It sucks. But
speaking of captains getting injured, Alexander Barkov is expected to miss the entire 2025-2026 season after he sustained a major knee injury during practice. And it will undergo surgery. I saw the video. It was rough.
Yeah, his knee went one way, his foot was the other direction.
Yeah, so I hate the Panthers. They're like they're like the team that I hate the second most after Toronto. Yeah. But I mean, I hope he gets better because he's an amazing player and he is not winning the Selkie, unfortunately. It's Anthony Cirelli's time.
That's a bad time to be celebrating that, but we both have different. What everybody says. It says that his report says that he's out for the whole entire season. I have that he's out 7 to 9 months, which is close to about the entire season.
Yeah. Wait. When was
that? So both of ours was 2 days ago.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
You already got one. Not sponsored.
You're just a magic man. You keep summoning Coca-Colas right into my hand.
But moving on, but Vasily Podkolzin?
Yeah, sure.
From the Edmonton Oilers has has signed a contract extension for a 3-year, $2.95 million AAV.
Because the Lord above knows that the NHL cannot have, normal
15
contract
million.
extension. No, we can't have normal contract extension. We have to have it be like 14.657243 Delaware, New Jersey thing.
Yeah.
Thingamabob contract.
Weird.
Sportsball, in other words. Also,
Big Z is back.
Zdeno Chara, the 6'9" guy that almost broke somebody's neck.
Yeah.
And runs marathons for a living
And loves to
returned.
fight.
Oh,
And loves to fight.
dude, one of my favorite players of all time, Vincent LeCavalier, went up against him, and Vinny sucked at fighting.
His face in the picture, I'm just now seeing.
He's just like, honestly, he's secret. So, Zdeno Chara is back. He's been hired by the Boston Bruins as the hockey operations advisor and mentor. The team announced. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, he was captain of that team.
Yeah, he was captain, but what is he going to teach him? How to get into fights?
Dude, Big Z was a great player. He was a great.
I know.
I don't want to hear it. You're a Blue Jackets fan. You got no opinion. But yeah, so that's really cool. I love seeing that, and it's still shocking how he managed to break the cup when he lifted it. Do you know that?
I don't know how.
Yeah, because on the first cup race, he kept scraping it on the ceiling in front of the Canucks arena. That field. Anyway, so
Good thing you took off your Buffalo Sabres sweater.
yeah,
Because this one is. Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know if he played too much. But
It doesn't matter. But the Leafs did sign James Reimer to a professional tryout. He was originally signed to, as I mentioned earlier to him, he was signed to the Buffalo Sabres. Now he is with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Buddy, you're going to be benched for a
I'm
majority
kind of surprised. I guess he's in the twilight of his career, so he was probably just doing it so it could be like a homecoming. But at the same time, I mean, the way the city of Toronto treated him, especially after 2013, I'm surprised he would want to go back there. Because I mean, that's one of the reasons why we see so many players leaving Toronto, like Ryan O'Reilly, Mitch Marner, Phil Kessel, Larry Murphy. I mean, those guys were getting flamed for just breathing in the city of Toronto.
Now the question
They're
is,
a bit too passionate, but I mean, I'm not going to blame them. Speaking of Toronto goalies getting signed, Anthony Stolarz has been signed to a 4-year, $3.75 million deal. Contract extension, and the deal begins in 2026-2027 season. This is a very worthwhile move because for the first time in ages, the Toronto Maple Leafs have a solid goalie tandem.
so wait a minute, he can't play this season, but he'll play next season?
No. Because it's the contract extension. So he's coming back. So that's one thing about the Leafs that's definitely been very solid for them is their goaltending. Because for the first time in what seems like, I don't know, a million freaking years, the Leafs have a very, 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 very solid goaltending tandem in Anthony Stolarz and Joseph Woll. They have both been incredible, and it feels weird saying that they have a good goalie tandem because it's Toronto, but so not to keep beating the dead horse, of course. Ryan. Another re-signing that recently happened was the Anaheim Ducks. The Mason McTavish question's finally been answered as they have re-signed McTavish to a 6-year, $7 million AAV contract extension. This is definitely worthwhile. Mason McTavish, great player for the organization. He's done a lot of good for them, even though they suck. So the team itself is pretty damn young in a lot of areas. So. And I mean, they're starting to develop a little bit. I mean, Jackson Lacombe looks really, really good on the back end, and McTavish is still pretty good, even though Trevor Seager sucks. Oh, wait, he's with the Flyers now! And the last deal that I'll talk about is Cam Fowler, a former Duck, has been re-signed to a 3-year, $6.1 million contract extension. And his deal begins in the 2026-2027 season. I'd say it's pretty good. He did well for himself when he was in St. Louis, so... Yep. All right, well, let's get into America's favorite reason of liquor.
So let's start out.
Why am I holding that up?
I was going to say. So let's start out. We're going to start out with college football first. AP poll came out earlier today as of this recording. Came out a little bit earlier. I'm going to start from 25, go up to number 1. At 25 is Arizona State after their upset win moving unranked to ranked at number 25.
This next one.
Virginia upsetting upset Florida State yesterday.
No, that was the other day.
But yes,
It was
Friday night.
2 days.
Friday night.
Yeah, 2 days ago they did it. I watched that game while I was working, and dude, that final interception in OT where he caught the ball, the second that ball hit his hands, everybody came pouring out, and 19 people actually got injured.
Yes, including a former Tennessee player as well, the wide receiver that was supposed to get that ball. White, I can't remember his first. Shador White. Squirrel White, excuse me.
That's an epic name.
Yes, it is.
I want to name my kid Squirrel.
But no.
But squirrels are cool.
But other than that was a hard-fought game. I was not expecting Florida State to go down to Virginia. They are 24. BYU moves up 2 to 23. Illinois moves up 1 to 22. Notre Dame, I don't know how they're still in the top 25.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Moves up 1 to 21st. The team up north.
Michigan
Moves down 1 to
Ohio
20th.
State's dad.
Moves down 1 to 20th. Missouri moves up 1 to 19th. So team
crazy.
up north and Mizzou just switched spots.
Like, hey, can I have your seat? Okay.
Florida State drops 10. Drops 10 from number 8 to number 18.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech moves down 1 to 17. Vanderbilt moves up 2. Vanderbilt is ranked, which is weird. But they move up 2 to 16, just ahead of them after after an overtime win against Mississippi State. Tennessee still stays at 15. Iowa State still stays at 14. LSU, after their loss, drops down to 13th. They've lost 9. Georgia, after their loss to Alabama,
what was that kick?
I don't know.
That field goal it was like he was trying to send it to the broadcast. You're like, here we go.
But Georgia drops 7 from number 5 to number 12. Texas Tech moves up 1. Alabama moves up 7 to 10. Texas moves up 1 to 9. We own you. Indiana moves up 3 to number 8. Penn State, after their loss to Oregon, moves down 4 to number 7. Texas A&M moves up 3 to 6. Oklahoma moves up 2 to number 5. Ole Miss moves up 9 to number 4. Miami drops 1 to number 3. Oregon jumps 4 to get to number 2 and staying at number 1 in the nation.
Memphis
is the defending national champs and one of the greatest teams in college football right now. It's the Ohio State University. You guys are going to have to fight me over that. But
I mean, it's no surprise that Arkansas is. Wait, they weren't on there, right?
No.
Yeah, no, they fired their head coach too, especially after that.
Okay, I was gonna get to that.
Oh, sorry. Especially after that loss to Memphis, which is crazy.
Yes.
Shout out Sam. Congratulations, man. I went to school with him. He's O-line for the Memphis Tigers. So
Arkansas
lift that one up, bro.
So yes, Arkansas did quote unquote dismiss head coach Sam Pittman, and Bobby Petrino will take over as the interim head coach. Pittman had a 32-34 overall while winning only three.
Keep him away from motorcycles, please.
But some other news, I will speak about this only because he is a great athlete.
Does it have anything to do with Ohio State?
Maybe.
I'll explain.
I'll explain it. The class of 2027 athlete, Angelo Smith, who is the younger brother of the greatest wide receiver right now, Jeremiah Smith, has committed to the Ohio State University. He is 5'10", 170 pounds. He's an athlete. Chose the Buckeyes over Georgia State, Miami, and Oklahoma State.
Wow.
Miami would have been one of those that I thought he would have been in battle with.
Oh, yeah.
But I think after seeing how his brother plays, how the coaches are there, I'm not surprised. But I think he wanted to follow in his brother's steps. But he is basically another Travis Hunter.
Yeah. I mean, but minus the defensive stuff, right?
No.
Right.
Athlete means he is on both ends.
Right, my bad, I'm stupid. But yeah, so that's really cool. But you know what? I think it's good that he didn't go to this team because Nico Amalivia and I'm not mispronouncing his last name. I'm making fun of him. And UCLA fall to 0-4. So they lost to Utah 43-10. They lost to UNLV 30-20.
How do you lose to UNLV?
Oh, it gets worse. They lost to New Mexico 35-10, and they lost to Northwestern 17-14.
All three teams that you've last faced, you should have beat them.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. UNLV is not that good. New Mexico, not a top team.
Utah.
Hold on. Thank you.
My bad. I got them mixed up.
Northwestern has been one of the worst teams in the Big Ten, and you lose to them, buddy. Go back to the SEC where you belong.
Can we start laughing now, or?
I've been laughing at Nico since he was at Tennessee. I'm getting flipped off by my girlfriend off screen right now.
Hey, look down here.
Look down where?
I flipped them off under the table.
But
anyway,
also, one last thing that I have for NCAA. The ACC has fined Syracuse $25,000 for faking injuries during the fourth quarter of, this is a couple Saturdays ago, I guess now.
Against Clemson.
Against the Saturday's game against Clemson. $25,000.
They did this again?
Yes.
Why?
But Virginia also got fined $50,000 for storming the field.
I've seen enough take away Ottawa's next next first round pick.
Jesus.
But that's crazy. But I do have one more thing for NCAA.
I just realized I do too. I forgot.
Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer will undergo surgery Wednesday to address a right hand injury he sustained against Auburn. And I talked about that already.
You didn't.
No, we talked about he was injured. But.
Yes, he is a Heisman. He was a Heisman candidate this year.
And he was number one on the list from last week.
Yes, he was, and now he has gone down. So I don't know how much that's gonna impact Oklahoma. Obviously, we've seen that they can still do good.
The Sooners how the Sooners yearn for Baker Mayfield.
Moving over to their rival in Oklahoma State, Oklahoma State has fired their head coach Mike Gundy. He was in his 21st season coaching at his alma mater. So Oklahoma, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Even more.
That's it. I've seen enough. Hire him at the Pittsburgh Penguins. He will lead you to the next NBA Finals. And Clayton Kershaw will win the Stanley Cup. Go Sportsball. I told you I would do it.
And Clayton just pitched his last regular season game today.
Oh, whatever. He played for the Dodgers. I'm not sad.
But
that's... It was coming. It was absolutely coming.
There's a lot of injuries that have also happened in the NFL.
So, starting off, the one that makes me want to cry the most, Mike Evans, because this man is made of glass, is expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks due to a hamstring injury due to, during the game against the Jets. That was wow, one of the games. And as of right now, Emeka Egbuka, the great Buccaneer.
The great Buckeye.
The great Buck.
Buckeye.
No, Buck.
Buckeye.
Buccaneer, Buckeye, Buck, shut up.
So B-U-C with a K in the apostrophe is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah. Buccaneer. What? I'm funny. So Emeka Egbuka will take over as the first wide receiver for the time being, although Chris Godwin has returned, so that's pretty new. But so I'm really hoping he comes back. But I mean, let's be honest, this happens every year, and he still manages to get 1,000 yards. So please, I need him to break. I need him to break the record.
We also had seen a pretty bad injury earlier during the game.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Don't even talk about it because I feel like I'm gonna throw up the cinnamon rolls I ate this morning. God, no, I want cinnamon rolls. Anyway, so all that aside, speaking of the Buccaneers, the team that they faced in Week 2, the Houston Texans released C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That shocked me.
Yeah, this honestly was coming. So, I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on with him. Some of the issues regarding him were criticism of teammates in the secondary, including the size of one player's contract, complaints about his role, including a desire to blitz more frequently, and a trade request along with him making frequent comparisons to what he was accustomed to with the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl championship squad. There was also a recurring tendency from Gardner-Johnson to allow game-changing plays. That was a touchdown allowed against the Los Angeles Rams to tight end Davis Allen in the season opener. That was incorrectly attributed to cornerback Kamari Lassiter in addition to the costly breakdowns against the Buccaneers and the Jaguars.
Do you think
what?
Do you think Philadelphia goes back to try and pick him up?
I don't see it because I mean their cornerbacks aren't that bad, and frankly I don't think they want him because of how much of a cancer he's being. I know that's I mean he's not as bad as say George Pickens or like
Don't talk about George Pickens to me.
He's not as bad as like Le'Veon Bell
He's on
or
my
something.
fantasy team.
He's not as bad as like Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Brown with the Steelers, but he's not any better. And he always is like, "Oh, I got a ring. You didn't even do anything. You did as much as I did." And I sat in a Buffalo Wild Wings and got fries thrown at me by Eagles fans. I was wearing a ref shirt, so I probably
that didn't help.
But yeah, so overall, I don't see a lot of teams wanting to go for him because, don't get me wrong, he isn't horrible, but he's not like the best cornerback in the league. And if you're gonna be immature, if you're just gonna be just kind of a jerk the whole time, why would they want to waste their time? Yeah. But that's my opinion. All right, I'm no general manager. I'm just a fella that talks about sportsball with a guy.
So. With a guy.
Hey, with a guy that likes Ohio
State.
No, Ohio sports.
Ohio U is different.
I'm trying to say that you like sports from Ohio.
Okay.
I'm right. Sorry, I forgot. As a Browns fan, you don't have a brain cell. So what else is going on?
You share half a brain cell.
Hey. I'm gonna need the rest of that brain cell tomorrow. All right, I got stuff to do.
No, you won't. One player that is going to hurt my fantasy and has hurt it pretty badly. Cardinals running back James Conner has suffered a season-ending injury to his right ankle that will require surgery. The injury is considered "quote-unquote" severe, even if the team does not yet know the full extent of the damage. So, thanks. And currently, I am losing like 80 points.
Hey,
85 to 57.
Remind me, who are you losing to?
Not you.
No, you're losing to me.
Whatever.
It's a beautiful day. It's a very.
And unfortunately, the Kansas City Chiefs are winning.
Not really. It's actually a beautiful day. Oh yeah, the Chiefs are winning.
No.
I hate it. So now they are no longer 0-2.
What? Hold on a minute.
I said they're no longer 0-2. Because
Not
they
right
did
now.
Unfortunately beat the Giants. So they are 1-2.
Dang it.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh yeah, they beat the Giants.
Dang it, Giants.
Because
that's why you should have started Jackson Dart.
Yeah, because Russell Wilson sucks. He's a really bad quarterback.
Retire.
Jackson Dart is him because he just beat the Chargers with the Giants. So how about that?
Cowboys fans, I feel bad.
How about them Cowboys? So Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb suffered a high ankle sprain that during the
Loss last week.
during Sunday's loss to the Bears. That makes him unlikely to play Sunday night versus the Packers. For sources, Cowboys want to see how Lamb is doing the next 10 to 14 days before making further determination about his status.
I'm sorry, Cowboys fans, but that's one of your best wide receivers right there.
You're not sorry, are you?
Not really. Well, I kind of have to say that or I'm going to get killed tonight.
Do it anyway. Be a man. Also, the Packers and Cowboys play tonight. I wanted to go live for this, but we probably won't be able to.
Now, because
Yeah, so unfortunately.
both of us, well, specifically me, I got to get up early.
Oh, I gotta get up early. I'm a man. I got a big dog.
It's okay. I'm just messing. But yeah, so also the New York Giants, because they seem allergic to winning, at least when this happened, signed Younghoe Koo, the kicker that is kind of mid. How about that?
That was from Atlanta.
Yeah, it was from Atlanta. And this makes me happy.
Yes, it does.
Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers signed defensive tackle Desmond Watson to the practice squad after he met the fitness requirements to be able to practice.
So if you remember,
We are so back.
So if you remember, he had to lose weight. They would not sign him unless he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, and then the Bucks cut him, and then he lost all that weight. Then he came back, and we were like, you know what? Let's sign him because
He previously
he's a big boy.
He previously weighed in, as of 5 days ago, he previously weighed in at 437 pounds. Now, Vince Wilfork was about that big. Remember him?
Not really.
Oh my gosh.
I completely forgot because
You'll have to look up his stats. I mean,
I still have like that half brain cell it's kind of
Yes.
rotting in there.
But unfortunately for the Giants as well, the doctors believe Giants running back Tyrone Tracy Jr. Is expected to be sidelined 2 to 4 weeks due to the dislocated shoulder injury he suffered last Sunday versus Kansas City. With Tracy out, the Giants are expected to lean on rookie Cam Scadaboo and veteran Devin Singletary. I don't know how they played today.
They were. I think I saw Cam was all right. And that does suck because Tyrone Tracy is pretty underrated in my opinion. He's not a bad running back. He is. So I mean that does kind of suck. But I mean Cam Scadaboo doesn't look too bad in this sample size. So I'm hoping that he does well because I mean I don't have like much of a problem with the Giants. So I think it's all right. I'll live with it. Yep. So
Not this
okay?
one. I'm reacting to the Indians game going on right now.
Do you need some water or something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh, go screw yourself, confirms running back Najee Harris has suffered a torn Achilles, and he will miss the rest of the season. If you don't know why, it does suck to see. If you don't understand why I'm saying go screw yourself, he is formerly from college football in the cheating scandal, sign stealing scandal with the team up north. So, I hate him.
I mean, they didn't have to cheat to beat you guys, so I'll take it.
Oh, no, they did cheat. I know they did.
Yeah, you can cry me, River. So, tests today show that 49ers Pro Bowl defensive end Nick Bosa, remind me where he's from?
From the Ohio State University.
Why did I do that to myself? Suffered a season-ending torn ACL during Sunday's win over Arizona. And it's a clean tear, but Bosa will now need season-ending surgery. Why can't he stay healthy?
As he was walking off the field at the time, he gave a thumbs down to fans saying that it's not good. As much as he's on San Francisco, I still try to keep up with some of the former Ohio State players.
Yeah.
I still try to keep up with former Ohio State players.
Yeah, because he won't shut up about wanting Emeka Egbuka in fantasy.
Because I need him.
Well, too bad.
But Joey Bosa did get a win today. Unfortunately, Nick Bosa is done for the season, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I hate seeing that, and hopefully it doesn't end his career.
Yeah, because he's such an incredible defensive end. I mean, he's done such a fantastic job, and obviously, Pro Bowler at the wazoo.
Yes.
So, speaking of pretty damn good talents, Malik Neighbors was recently carted off of the field during the Giants game against the Chargers, and he is believed to have torn his ACL. So
we are going to get more updates a little bit later on today, if not tomorrow.
Yeah.
From that, and we will keep you guys updated next week on that.
We will also, and if you want to keep getting them updates, like and subscribe.
Yes. Commanders head coach Dan Quinn said that QB Jane Daniels, who I have as my quarterback.
I mean, you have Danny Derpson, so I think you're okay. Like
He's
Daniel Jones is doing fantastic.
He is.
Just saying.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for my comeback.
Let's go, Danny Dimes.
But that'll help me win.
Well, I like him as a quarterback.
But quarterback Jane Daniels remains as a day-to-day due to his knee sprain. Marcus Mariota playing well Sunday. He played well last Sunday. I don't know really.
He's all right.
Also buys time for Commanders and doesn't force them to rush back Daniels before he's ready. We'll see how that goes. They had a close game today. However, you need to pass the ball more to Deebo Samuel, please.
For his fantasy team.
Yes.
So, additionally, so even though your Tampa Bay Buccaneers lost to the Philadelphia Eagles today, that made me so mad. The officially making them no longer undefeated. The Chase McLaughlin, who I swear to God, this man is giving me heart problems. Had a 65-yard field goal today, making it the longest outdoor-made field goal in NFL history.
And just 1 yard short. I think just 1 yard short of the overall longest field goal kick. I think it's 66 yards.
Yeah.
So,
because I remember the Buccaneers have done this before. Because I remember they made a 61 yarder like a long time ago. Yep. I think it was like 2002 or 2004 or something. I don't remember for sure, but there was that. So that was pretty cool. At least we had one highlight, and I'm pretty sure Mecca got a touchdown.
Yes, he did. I'm pretty sure.
Yippee!
So
he's on my fantasy team too.
But some bad news for San Francisco as well.
Because there's always bad news for San Francisco.
Their wide receiver, Brandon Ayuk, is, quote, not close, end quote, to returning from the knee injury he suffered almost a year ago. There was more damage than just to the ACL, and more recovery time is required.
That's not good. That is not
good. That's going to hurt them very badly. I'm hoping Brandon does not have to officially give up his career, because that's going to suck. But last Sunday's games, it was absolutely wild. First off, we saw a 55-yard field goal kicked for the Browns to win last week against Green Bay. There were 7 games that were decided in the final 2.5 minutes of regulation, and there were 9 non-offensive touchdowns, including the big man from Philadelphia taking it all the way back. That was rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, hey, what can I say, man? It's a fact. The fat man getting a touchdown. That's the kind of. It's the kind of thing the Lord wishes upon its people.
Alabama's player nearly got a touchdown Saturday.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. So, the last thing I have is that I'm just going to go through all the games that have been completed, because there are games still currently going on. The Philadelphia Eagles. Never mind. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
Philadelphia Eagles did win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 31-25. It would have been 31-23. However, the punter decided to be an absolute butt. I'll just put it that way.
Can we get a new punter? Is that allowed?
That was on Philadelphia. But the Philadelphia Eagles decided to take their punter and go through the back of the end zone. So that gave them 2 points.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this if you don't mind.
Well, at least your game was close.
Anyway, so on Thursday night, the Seattle Seahawks beat the Arizona Cardinals 23-20. And of course there was the Vikings playing the Steelers in Dublin, Ireland. The Steelers unfortunately beat the Vikings 24-21. Sorry, Wyatt. Then the Giants beat the Chargers 21-18.
Oh,
The Atlanta Falcons beat the Washington Commanders 34-27. The Buffalo Bills beat the New Orleans Saints. The Aints.
We watched that
31-19. The Detroit Lions beat the. Do you beat the Browns? Do you want the pillow?
now let me just Cromwell you into the wall. Damn it!
I'm wearing my Yarmir Yager jersey. I have increased strength, resilience.
But I'm Ric Flair. Doink.
No, you have the.
It's a joke.
While I'm Mike Tyson, I'm gonna rip your ear off. Anyway, that's gonna look.
No, thank you.
That's gonna look weird. So Lions beat the Browns 34-10. The Houston Texans
I'm
won a
getting rid of
game.
Calvin Ridley. I'm tired
The
of him.
Houston Texans shut out the Tennessee Titans 26-0.
I'm getting rid of
Dang.
Calvin Ridley. Get out of here.
You probably should. And then the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots curb stomped the Carolina Panthers 42-13.
Well then, this isn't college football anymore.
It's starting to seem like Will Campbell is in fact fighting and dying to protect Drake May with everything he's got. So.
Oh, I'm making a comeback against you.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yes,
so,
I am.
that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And just Cronwall the ever-loving hell out of that notification bell. Tell all your friends. Don't show up at our house. And, of course, go Sportsball.